Welcome to this month's judging by Josie Kent, and I will read out her comments. Abstract flower, commended. Evocative image with the blue contrast by the black petals. It gives me a feeling of sadness which I liked. Autumn, highly commended. The hard lines of the bikes contrasted with the autumn leaves intrigued me, and I love this image. Water's edge, commended. I like the play of angles of this picture, repeated with the frames, also the definition and texture of the shells. West Bay, Doha, highly commended. The soft light, the colours and the composition of this image was very satisfying. The way the cross ropes at the front leads the eye to the boat in the middle distance and skyline of the city. A place to rest. I would love to visit this place and enjoy the painterly quality of the image, especially the trees. I also like the S composition that is mirrored in the path in the distance. By the pond, another beautiful place to dwell. You have caught the reflections and ambience. I would like a bit more contrast in the foreground. Colourful Cordyline, commended. This is a very satisfying picture, compositionally good, and the contrast of the soft leaves against the concrete background gives it a story. Dancing grass trees, highly commended. This is like a beautiful dance. The light is lovely and foreground contrasted with the blur of the woods in the background, gives it texture. Dollar coin, commended. What an interesting portrait of the dollar coin. I don't think I have ever looked at one so closely, and they are beautiful pieces of relief work. Thanks. The photo has clarity, and I like the positioning in the frame. Guardian of the Morn, commended. What a beautiful photo. The subtle colours and definition of the tree guardian is very satisfying. Meditation, commended. A stunning still life that exudes light. Very beautiful and meditative. Offset Phillip Island. This is compositionally interesting, especially where the charcoal-like sand meets the water. Naturally, in my mind, I was looking at it sideways. I think it may have worked just as well horizontally. Delivering melons, highly commended. This is a fascinating image and truly tells a story. I like the positioning of the melon deliverer facing away from the main action of the other boats. It gives it mystery. I also love the colour reflections in the water. Oil rig. Softwood, hard steel against the broody sky. Another story. I was wondering if it could have got sharp focus on the wood as well. Great capture of the light. Thai man, black and white. Highly commended. What a fantastic portrait. It could be a drawing. I feel as though he is just about to tell us something profound. Foggy morning, highly commended. I love this. The composition and qualities of the light is softly stunning. Ghost ship. This is fun and the texture great. It feels like water and has the quality of abstractionism. It would have been good to have played with this more. Jinko leaves, highly commended. Stunning, beautiful still life. The contrasts are fabulous and the image completely sated me. High key, still life, highly commended. Wow, that has certainly nailed high key. Composition is great. High tide. A clever use of the angle, making the tide so high it seems to be falling down. It would have been good to have the first stump in the foreground all in the frame, as it takes your eye away from the image. Well done. Horseshoe Bay, Queensland, commended. Lovely sunset shot with the compositional elements of the palm branch, the clouds and the lines of fishing buoys taking the eye into the background. Island Inlet, commended. This is a classic island shot, extremely comfortable composition with the foreground, midground and background in unison. Kukinai Wreck, commended. A classic image and full of texture and storytelling. Man at work, highly commended. Fantastic portrait of a man at work. The contrast and definition of the image are great. I especially like the direction and focus of the sparks. Marysville Rainbow, commended. Subtle rainbow against the strong textural ridges. Love the light. Morning light. Great capturing of the light and feel into the distance. I would love to see it cropped on the left side just before the second post. Lock down the sunset. Well done and nice cloudscape and composition. Seagull reflections. Good image of the seagulls. You have captured their personality. I'm wondering if you cropped the rocks out and just had the sea and seagulls, whether that would make impact. Sunset. Commended. Again, a lovely cloudscape and foreground trees frame the picture. Is it possible to obtain more clarity of focus in the foreground? Oil and water, highly commended. What a beautiful abstraction. Opposites attracting, lovely composition. Basque Coast Heathland #1. The foreground is evocative with the flowers contrasting with the grasses, and certainly is Basque Coast with the summer hues on the hills. Parsley flowers. This close-up work is intriguing and I like that it is in monochrome. I felt compositionally it could be cropped closer to the flower all round. Poppy, commended. Great close-up and it gives me a feeling of dance, looking down on the dancer. The colours are great. Pot of poppies, commended. Superb composition of a still life, giving a feeling of 18th century flower paintings. Precarious, commended. This gives me a giggle. It is good to see humour at work. I like the tones of the sea against the sand. Good composition. Pre-dawn, commended. It is hard to capture the light at this time of day, and I love the definition in the clouds and mid-ground reflections. Well done. Pyramid perspective, commended. This is a fascination view of the steps of the pyramid, with the perspective leading the eye towards the distant pyramid. A story of tourism and wonder. Remember when, highly commended. Great nighttime cityscape. Yes, it is remember when. We could cluster. Very satisfying image. Russell Falls, Tasmania. One of my favourite places, and I like the softness of the waterfall against the rainforest cover. Good composition. Safe landing #1. Good action shot which leads to safe landing #2. I get a feeling of of the spectators holding their breath for the landing. Safe landing number 2, leading on from safe landing number 1, good storytelling and composition. Sailors beware, commended. A dramatic image, the monochrome blues feeling makes for a brooding image. Sifnos windmill, highly commended. Wow, dramatic image of a different type, giving an almost abstract picture. Love the definition, clarity and contrast of the colours. Skull Rock commended. This is a good clean picture, allowing the drama of the Skull Rock to be the centre place and revealed. Standing alone, highly commended. Wow, what an amazing tree. I wonder if it has sacred significance, been fenced off, and is it a scar tree? Maybe not, as I can't ask you, but the placement of it in the horizontal landscape talks of such things. Starlight Band, commended. Nice image of the starry night, and I really wanted to be sitting outside that van, enjoying the wonder of it. So I just spent some checking out the constellations in this image. Thanks. Tamarillo. Well, 361, you certainly have a gift for the placement of still life images. Love it. The rolling hills, good landscape image, and I like how the circle of the dam is replicated in the mid and distant hills. It feels velvety. The team, highly commended. Good clean photo. I know how fast these guys can ride. I love the contrast and the feeling of the team's effort. Diana River, Tasmania. The definition of the reflections is great and the photo has natural texture. It may be the time of day, but I was looking for less high contrast light. Venturing out, commended. Beautiful composition with the classic triangle of subjects. This tells a story. Thanks. Wally Wrecking, commended. A bit of local photojournalism here. So sad. Even if I didn't know the story of this building, I would still be fascinated, as the large shovel at the right front has a brooding personality. Whitehaven Beach, Queensland, commended. This photo has certainly captured the beauty and expanse of this place. The circular composition of the tidal action appeases me. However, I was wondering if it was possible to lose that small fringe of bush in the right foreground. Strong image, well done. Winter light, commended. Good composition, texture and lovely rainbow. You have caught the feeling. And the lucky last, Wipeout, highly commended. Great action shot and just a totally satisfying image. Congratulations to everybody.